Oklahoma Sooner women played 2 games over the last weekend. They sneaked one out over against their in-state rival in my first ever memorable trip to the Gallagher OUWBB Arena last night, as yesterday afternoon, as the Sooners boomers. The Sooners boom inside GIA in the first quarter and escape by 6. Also, over the past week, the Sooners had what they call a field trip day. They invite all the youngsters from all the local high schools in. Of course, Sherry Cole, part of that high school, used to be a high school coach. So she got in touch with all of her schoolmates that she knows that are still in the school districts. And they now do this per year. And this time around in their game, the Sooners pull off an all-around performance against the Rock Chalk Jayhawks of Kansas. Sooners win that one 98-52. We'll review these 2 games coming up next, only right here. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away. The Oklahoma women put on a show on their field trip day this season, as the Sooners pull off an all-around performance, offense and defense, against the Kansas Jayhawks, 98-52, your final in Lloyd Noble. Let's start with Kansas, who in the first half shot 24.3% from inside the arc and 33.3% from outside the arc. Now, remember what I said about how the Sooners had a field trip day, right? Well, the Sooner shooters showed them not only how to play defense, but also some offense in making, get this, in the first half, from inside the arc, making 73.1% of their shots and right at 50% from outside the arc. That's pretty deadly. Flip the script to the second half. Kansas played a little better shooting 32.1% in the first half, and stayed right at 33.3% for the second half. While OUWBB didn't play as hot as they did in the first half, but still not bad, shooting 48.5% from inside the arc, and they also shot 33.3% from three-point line. For the game, Kansas shot 27.7% from inside the arc and 33.3% from outside the arc, while our Oklahoma Sooners shot 59.3% from inside the arc and 46.2% from outside the arc for field trip day. With so much going on field trip day, you would expect a lot of stats and a lot of numbers. Well, we got a lot of stats and a lot of numbers. And they led in points on this day for a field trip by number 23, Maddie Manning, probably one of the hardest working girls on this team. 19 points for this young lady tonight in Lloyd Noble. Assist leaders, number 21, Gabrielle Ortiz, and number 2, Tiana Edwards. We're teaching the kids how to share the ball. 5 assists apiece for the young guns. And rebounding, again, as we said, one of the hardest working players on this team, Maddie Manning, ties with Joya Carter for 7 rebounds on the night. The Sooners then took a bus trip to Gallagher OUWBB Arena, historic Gallagher OUWBB Arena. I was at the game last night yesterday morning, as Sooners boomer inside Gallagher-Iba Arena in the first quarter and escape by 6. 66-60. Stat board. First half, Oklahoma shot 39.2% from inside the arc and 62.5% from three-point line, while Oklahoma State had a rough start but still shot 23.5% from inside the arc and 20% from outside the arc in the first half. Second half, Oklahoma shot 42.3% from inside the arc and 37.5% from three-point line, while Okie State shot 38.2% from inside the arc and 40% from outside the arc, 40.0. For the game itself, number 21, Gabrielle Ortiz led the team in scoring with 17 points. Maddie Manning led them in dimes or assists with 9 dimes. And the rebounding margin went like this for both teams. Both teams shared 3 rebounds on the night. Maddie Manning and Gabrielle Ortiz both had 3. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. More of the previews of this week's show for the women include a home trip against West Virginia and then on the road in Lubbock against Texas Tech next weekend. All right, guys. That's the preview section. It's coming up soon. Don't go away. Boomer Sooner, everybody. You can find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at Sooner_fan_OK. Thanks for watching, everybody, and Boomer Sooner.